Math Grade 4 Module 6 Lesson 2 Decimal Fractions. Topic A, Exploration of Tenths. Objective, use metric measurement and area models to represent tenths as fractions greater than 1 and decimal numbers. Fluency practice, divide by 10. Say the whole. Our whole here is 10. How many units is 10 divided into? So that's what we're asking, 100 into 10. And so how many would go in each box? So we know that 10 would evenly go into each box. Fluency practice. Write the decimal or fraction. So here we're giving 4 fractions, and we're going to have to write these as decimals. So how do we pronounce these decimals? So reading decimals is easy. You'll see they have 2 names like you and me. First you say the name as if there were no dot. Then you say the name of the last place value in its spot. So we have 1/10. So we know we're going to be in the tenths column. So that's 1/10. Here we go, 2 over 10. So again, we're looking at our ones, and then we go to our tenths. So we're going to say this is 2/10, because all decimals have 2 names. Here we have 7/10, and we have 9/10. Application problem. Yesterday, Ben's bamboo plant grew 5/10 of a centimeter. Today, it grew another 8/10 of a centimeter. How many centimeters did Ben's bamboo plant grow in 2 days? So that's what we're asking, which we're asking to be unpacked. So we have 2 days. The first day, we knew his bamboo plant grew 5/10 of a centimeter. The second day, it grew 8/10 of a centimeter. And we need to know what's the total it grew. So first, they give us in the word problem, it has a decimal. I have a decimal and I have a fraction. So we know 5/10 or 0.5 is really equal to 5 over 10. And now that the fractions are the same, we can just add them up. So we have 5 over 10 plus 8 over 10. And because the denominators are the same, that's the same. 5 plus 8, that's 13. Now, that's an improper fraction. We can't have that, so we need to decompose. So let's pull out 1 whole. So that's 10 over 10, and that's going to leave us with 3/10 remaining. So the answer is 1 3/10 centimeters is how much his plant grew in 2 days. So, concept development, problem 1, draw line segments of given lengths and express each segment as a mixed number. So here we have 2 line segments. So first we're going to call this first line segment 2 centimeters. And the second one we're going to call 6 over 10 centimeters. And we're going to add these up. And this is going to give me 2 6/10 of a centimeter. But we also have to express this as a decimal. So we know 6/10 can be rewritten as 0.6. So we have our 2 centimeters, our 2 wholes, plus 0.6 centimeters. So how are we going to add these up? So remember, every whole number has an invisible decimal. Say it again. Every whole number has an invisible decimal. So once we write out the decimals, it's as simple as line them up by the decimals, and then just add. 6 plus 0 is 6. Bring down your decimal. 0 plus 2 is 2. So it's rewritten as 2 6/10 of a centimeter. Concept development, activity 2. Decompose 1 meter representing tenths in fractional form and decimal form. So here we go. So we're going to take this first, pull out. And there are, let's count the units. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So here we have 10/10. Let's pull out another one. What do we got? Again, we have another 10/10. So how many tenths are there altogether? Well, you know, we have 20/10. So let's pull out a third one. And so here we're only going to fill in 6/10. So how many tenths does that give us all together? Well, that's going to give us 26/10. Now, that's an improper fraction, and we don't want to leave as an improper fraction because we remember that the big guy on the top. So what we can do is we can rewrite this. We can decompose this. So we know we can pull out 1 whole group of 10, 2 whole groups of 10, and that leaves us with 6/10. So we can rewrite this as 2 6/10. We can also show this in decimal form. So we can do this as 2.6. Many different ways we can show this. Problem set. For each length given below, draw a line segment to match. Express each measurement as an equivalent mixed number. So what they're asking us to do here, we have 2 6/10, our good old friend again. What we need to do is we need to convert this from a decimal back to a fraction. So first we can look at this 2 and we go, hey, that's 2 wholes. So we're going to make that the big number. The 6 is in the 10th spot. So we're going to put that in the numerator, and the denominator is 10. And we're going to carry over the unit of measurement, which is centimeters. That's all they're asking y'all to do.